After a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. They'll roll him out right. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Hurts. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Walker to start the drive. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity, nothing big happened, but then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another big play here as they strike for 31.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Rocky started throwing the football. He's missed now on his first 4 attempts.
Eager to see what his demeanor is going to be from this point forward.
Bro, like my whole defense is tired after 2 plays. Like this, dumb, dog.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
86 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
The Seahawks 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's taken in by the tight end Finn.
second touchdown on the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage. For this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11th. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. You know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Hurts sets up to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action, here's Hurts. And drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. This unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. But some nice new faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
And the defense closes quickly there, and we'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Swift going to try up the middle. He's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss.
Like, why's my safety tired, dog? Like, that's crazy to me.
That they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball.
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Like, every single play, somebody tired for no apparent reason, man.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Godwin, the motion man. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. This will be caught by and that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Purple?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
They go play action with Hurts. For Kittle here, it's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That was a loss of about 6, and now it brings in 3rd.
They just gave up a sack there, if I'm not mistaken. They gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. They're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. He hit his first, this one from 38. The kick by Lutz is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. At the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan.
Bro, every time, dog.
They really believe it will happen this well, this efficiently. I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Up the middle, here's Walker. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 94 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Out right to Smith-Njigba. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker with a 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, I think even he's chuckling a little bit now. What a start this is to a regular season. Charles, remember, 3 touchdowns on the ground last week in the opener, and he's got 2 more here. Pretty incredible.
Yeah, he has to be a little bit on the incredulous side, doesn't he? Is this how it's going to go all year long? If I'm dreaming, don't wake me up.
Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Wait, why is he tired? Wait, bro, come on.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir. Old school. Old school. I love that. Because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right, if you're kicking field goals, that's great. but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get sixes. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there for Philly. 51 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one, he may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, that's
Thank you.
Coverage and intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch is made by Metcalf. Still on his feet. DK Metcalf. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 70. And the Seahawks are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Hurts, a throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Go Silver, ready? 63, 63, 6, Tiger Hornet.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Derek Stingley hits it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown. Noah Fant with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And a round is on here in this 1st half. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10. Looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A good pickup there, a 22.
This is where you can try and get a tight end in space. They like this matchup, so they're going to let their two receivers to his outside, run simple little short routes, hoping to suck up the secondary. And that'll free up space for their tight end on a corner route to make a big play.
They'll throw now on the final play. And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the... And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living. Walker hitting the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Back to throw now on first down. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
Now a play fake here on first down. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks Seahawks have taken a 5-touchdown lead. I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won 3 last week. Another lopsided victory.
Why did they put Jalen Hurts on the block, man?
With, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Say what? I can't hear you.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back. Off to the races, down the
Say what, Shaw?
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd down and 6. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On 2nd down.
No, thank you.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 20-yard line. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins.
Really?
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So nothing doing there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
King, Phil King, Phil King.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
No.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
No, I'm already by him.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They'll set up to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slam. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Now he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll find Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 33 yards that time.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Noah Fant, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are on their way to a 2-0 start. Myers connects on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had 7 turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And this offense on 3rd down today, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
152 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Now Myers for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Are you sure? Sure.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy. And that's caught at the 25. A big play there for Philly. 51 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Second down, here's Hurts. There's the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown with career touchdown number 70. And the Eagles are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Lutz good on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL.
Touchdown, Seahawks! Jackson Smith and Jimbo, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. This time out looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Calling a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
63. Hey, Silver. Hey, 73.
Here's Hurts to throw. Going deep here for Watkins.
Shoot.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Quez Watkins. 74 yards. And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Lutz with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do go and get more, oh, look out. At that point, let's just aim the camera for the post-game handshake, because that one might be a little bit on the tense side, the way that this one is turning out.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This is Fant on the short completion. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
On the move past the 40. And will go out right near the 35-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence? and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is the tight end fan. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the gun, it's Walker. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Tackle there by big Jordan Davis. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 165 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Brendan, every great running backs coach that I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
70 to 20.
You're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we're running here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. A nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired. He still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. He'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And quickly, they get to the line. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League. But fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though?
Since the basement making items over seasons with the man in black is seasoned with my patterns. Pretty girls, you think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these mantras. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. Keep it moving, trying to be on before below. Wanna be intimate with in the membrane since then.